Hey everybody, welcome into a new episode of Inside Pitch here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. I'm Ben-Frederickson alongside Jeff Gordon, here with an apology. We kind of thought the Cardinals might beat some of these bad teams they're playing. Not so fast, Gordo. They've lost 16 of their last 20, I think it is now. Headed into what you'd usually say, great, a series against the Pirates, a chance to really stop the bleeding. But the way the Cardinals are playing, I don't think they can assume to beat any team. What do you make of what's going on with this club right now?
Yeah, like Mike Shildt said, pitching's not good enough, hitting's not good enough, and you really would like to fix at least one of those two.
It's hard to win.
Yeah, hard to win with neither. I mean, their fielding hasn't been bad for the most part, but yeah, I mean, maybe you can outscore some people or maybe you can outpitch some people, but if they're right now, 2 runs or fewer and so many games, and the starting pitching, only Wainwright's giving you decent pitching depth into his starts. Your last 3 guys in the bullpen are great, Ben-Fred, but they're not getting any work. They've been gathering dust in the corner. So I don't know. If I'm Mike Shildt, what do you do? I wish we had answers, but yeah.
I think Shildt should start showing up to the post-game Zooms with like a sign around his neck that says "Send help" as a message to the front office. All the front office has said to this point is, yes, they acknowledge you're going to need to do some things, but now is not really the time with the trade deadline being too far out. Problem is, if you wait too long, you might be out of it by the time it gets there. But they've said, hey, shake things up. That's been their suggestion to the manager, which I'm sure Shildt is saying, how? But let's talk about that. I mean, what would you do if you're in Mike Shildt's shoes to try to get a spark out of this bunch? Your options are limited, but what are some things you would try? Like, I might consider using Alex Reyes as my opener. You mentioned the guys gathering dust. Reyes is way behind that pitch target the Cardinals wanted him to get to, the innings target of 100 innings. He's not going to get close to that because they're not in safe situations. So maybe put him out there for a couple 1-2 first innings to see if he can kind of work as an opener. I'd rather see that than sending John Gant out there. What are some things you'd try?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about Tommy Edman moving out of the leadoff spot, and our friend Benjamin Hockman broached that topic with Mike Shildt, and he argued, well, but then what about the bottom of the order, all the problems that creates, and besides, Tommy drew a walk the other day, so there was that.
Walk,
yeah. There's no rabbits in the hat to pull out of hat. There's nothing. The options are so dismal, Ben. We're at a loss. St. Louis, sorry, we're at a loss.
Send help, and maybe Lars Nootbaar can be the Jeremy Hazelbaker savior. We'll see. The Cardinals will try to keep looking for options, and we'll see what the front office comes up with before the trade deadline, if they are still within reach. The good news, and we'll end it here, the Cardinals are still within reach of the division because the NL Central is not exactly taking off with things. So, some good news as the Cardinals head into the bottom-feeding Pirates series. We'll see if they can bounce back. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. Check out STL today, and we'll be back with another episode of Inside Pitch next week.